We're joined on the stage this afternoon by a couple of experts from the Tigers. We have club ambassador and all-round general legend. Please put your hands together for Mr. Dean Windass. And here representing Preston North End today, a former Scotland international, played over 50 times for his country. Please would you welcome into the room Kevin Gallacher. Kevin, welcome to Hull. How have you found your day so far?
Oh, beautiful. You know, when you're driving along there, you see the sights of the Humber Bridge and sunshine. That'll do for me.
It's a lovely view. It's a lovely view. 3 o'clock kickoff. So what are you doing yourself now since you retired as a player, Kevin?
How long have we got? I'm doing a bit of everything. I've just finished my soccer school there for the last 2 weeks, hence why I've got this red Scottish tan at the minute. And so I've just finished that. I still do work in the media. I do local stuff with BBC Radio Lancashire as well, who are here covering Preston North End. So they look at that side of it. We cover all the teams in the North West. And I do the occasional game now for BT and European sport football. So I still keep my hand in football, that side of it, because I've been trying to get back in the game. But unfortunately, as Dean knows, it's very difficult to get back in unless you know somebody and get a little backhander.
So I'll just mention there about Shaun Maloney joining us in the last couple of days. Of course, you're an ex-Scotland international. Shaun's a current Scotland international. What does he bring?
Well, to be fair, I was hoping you wouldn't bring Shaun Maloney up because I was on Question I Sport the other night and I got the question wrong with his face sitting on it. Who was that player? I didn't even recognise him. That's how bad it was. But no, to be fair, I was actually surprised. I thought, wow, that's a great signing. He's a very clever little player. Dynamic, set pieces, and you'll probably find now Hull will concentrate a lot more on set pieces now because if he's on them, you'll get a lot more goals from them.
And we have a fair few Scottish internationals here already. Alan McGregor, Robert Snodgrass, Andy Robertson. So I suppose they'll be like a little family already. Well,
we get everywhere, don't we, in Scotland? We get about. As soon as we cross that border, we don't go back.
Dean, Tuesday night was one of those scrappy games. The gaffer tinkered with the formation. How do you think he'll line up the boys today?
Well, the cup game obviously is, for the lads who haven't been playing. For the ones who don't get in the first team, it gives them a chance to have game time. It gives Steve a chance to have a look at who's improved and who hasn't. And me and you had a chat about it on Tuesday night, didn't we? It wasn't the best game, was it, in the world? And I don't think them lads who were playing who haven't been playing will be knocking on his door asking why they're not playing today. So the team, I'm sure we don't know what the team is yet, do we? So I'm sure it'll probably be relatively the same. I think Diarmi will be on the bench. Obviously if Shaun's international clearance, he'll be on the bench as well. So it'll be quite a strong bench for us. But it'll be a tough game today. I think Preston are a decent outfit. They'll be very difficult to break down. Kevin will tell you what their system will probably be, and but it's up to us again. We're favourites again to win today, and if you. Like I keep saying every week, if you win your home games, you get in the playoffs. And that's the way
you mentioned Modigliani there. 60 minutes out of him Tuesday night. That's like signing a new player, isn't it?
Well, he's a quality player, and he's the best signing that we've ever signed in the last sort of 2 or 3 years. Unfortunately, he got that knee injury, but he got a couple of clouts, didn't he, on Tuesday night? Which he'll go for him really. I think he might have been a bit nervous getting kicked, but he got a few whacks, so he'll be quite confident. I'm sure that he'll feature sometime in the game today. I don't think he'll start. I'll be very surprised if he starts, but if he does, then brilliant. But as you say, he'll play some part of the game, and I'm sure after this game he'll be in the first team unless he gets injured again.
We'll find out if he starts when I bring you the team news just after 2 o'clock. Kevin, we'll come back to you. Preston North End, an average kind of start, but they're a team that have just come up. What can we expect from them today?
Well, today, they've had a couple of injuries. Will Keane's coming back from injuries. Hugo's could have had a little bit of a fallout with the manager as well. So you probably look at things, but I had a little rumour in the rumour mill as well that Joe Garner got a little bit of a knock. So from that point of view, they'll struggle for strikers. But I think if Joe Garner plays, Will Keane plays, they'll start with 5 at the back. So they'll have 3 centre-halves, very solid down the middle. They'll have 2 central midfielders holding. Paul Gallacher just playing in front of them with 2 strikers. And they've been quite deadly that way. The 2 full-backs are basically full-back wingers, or the old wing-backs, if we want to call them. And they'll just sit back and catch on the counter-attack because they're very, very quick going forward.
And Dean, we've discussed about how important home form is. It's in your programme notes as well today. We've got to keep this run going, haven't we?
Yeah, of course. As you said, everybody, when you get relegated from the Premier League, everybody expects us to just roll teams over. But we know even when we was in the Championship, it's a tough division to get out of. You know, and if you're not at it week in, week out, you know, I know that, you know, the game on Tuesday night against Rochdale, you know, but you know, Rochdale look the Championship team and not us, and that's what you find in any division. If you don't apply yourself properly, you know, you're going to get turned over, Steve, and this will be a tough game today. I'm sure it's going to be tight. As you say, the threat that Kev's just said, their strike, even got Jermaine Beckford, who's always scored goals at any level. You know, I'm sure that he'll be on the bench. He's just come back from an injury. So as you say, they're very strong as well.
Talking of which, prediction time. What do you think?
Well, I got booed upstairs.
It looks like you're about to be booed downstairs.
That's why I said I got booed upstairs. I think it'll be a tight game. Obviously, I want us to win, of course I do. But I'm going to go for a 1-1.
Kevin?
He said he got booed. Yeah, well, I'm actually travelling with the away fans, so you can imagine, you can just boo me anyway. But I've got to go. I must admit, I've got to go. Obviously, coming from the Northwest, following the Northwest teams, I've got to go for a Preston one, and I'm going to nip it for Preston to win 2-1. But as Dean said, it's going to be a difficult game. Preston haven't started scoring goals yet, but this could be the time where it does start.
Do we have any Preston fans in the room, by the way? Ah, marvellous. Well, good luck. Thank you for being here today. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please do put your hands together for Kevin Gallacher and Dean Windass. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much.